So, ladies and gentlemen, fight number 7 this
And the
evening
crowd
is an amateur light
loving
heavyweight
this.
bout, which will be contested over three-minute rounds. And introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 92.9 kilos and trains out of Corporate Box in Lutwich, holds an undefeated amateur record of 1 win and 0 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Michael Rhino Mamaril. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 92 kilos and trains out of Integrated MMA, holds an amateur MMA record of 1 win and 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Cale Burge. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Thomas Churchill.
Thomas Churchill, our third man in the ring.
As we move to this light heavyweight bout.
The big boys.
The big boys indeed.
Welcome back there, Dan.
Thanks, fellas. Pretty entertaining last fight there, but moving on here, fight 7. Oh, nice judo trip attempt. Cale Burge on top in side control. Good attempt to try and base out there on the bottom from Rhino, but looks like he's going to have to settle for half guard here.
He snatches up that half guard. Landing a few strikes there, Cale, but does a great job getting back to his feet there, Michael.
Mamaril now up and looking to use that pressure against the cage.
He's working on a
for that single leg as well.
Great job by Cale, and landing hard here, but does get him down. Great job.
And looks like he's working on maybe a Kimura grip on that far arm is Cale Burge. He's got the figure 4 locked, but you'll notice the head on the same side of the Kimura attempt there from Michael Mamaril, so that keeps him out of trouble.
The Rhino in top position. He's very heavy. Keeping his hips nice and tight. Burge doing a good job scrambling here.
Another great job getting back up to his feet there.
Oh, big
just
knee.
misses the knee.
Great timing there. Catches the leg kick into a beautiful power double.
I like it. I like it.
There he is, trying to posture up. Nice head position.
And looking to staple that arm to try and get some clean shots at the head. And there they are there from Cale Burge. Big shots.
Yeah, lands 1, 2, 3.
Let's see how the Rhino goes now, getting off his back. He's going to have to do something here. He's going to have to move those hips.
He's getting that arm caught.
And looks like an Americana attempt on the far side, but Michael uses the space there to try and get back to his feet.
Cale all over him like glue here.
Yeah, the Rhino doing not a bad job scrambling here. He's just got to make it work. He is trying to create some room.
Oh, almost gave up his back there, Ben. And there it is in turtle now. Let's see how Cale Burge goes, getting the hooks in. Looks like one in and the second as well.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Rhino buck from this position.
Gonna try and flatten him out here. Needs to push his legs and his hips back.
He's getting a little high on the back here. And if Michael can tripod up, he might be able to get out, but that looks under the neck, gentlemen.
And he's under
palm
there.
down.
It's palm on. Look out. He's lost that grip. He's given that up. He's working on another grip
Burge is
here.
going to want to flatten him out if he wants to make that effective. He's going to have to kick his hips out now.
He really does want to flatten him out here from this position.
So Rhino doing a good job hand fighting here and delaying that choke.
Almost. Rhino can scramble from here.
Nice backpack going on here, Cale. And great first round for Cale Burge there. I believe he's taken that one pretty convincingly, lads.
Yeah, beautiful display display of jiu-jitsu there from the big boys too. Sometimes when we move up in weight categories, the technique in the ground game can get a little more strength-based, but in those particular exchanges on the mat, saw some beautiful technique both on the offense and defensive sides.
Could not agree more with the triple threat.
And seconds out. XFC 39 coming into your hots.
What a night it's been as we move into round number 2.
And the crowd's had a few libations starting to warm up.
Mamaril and Burge.
So interested to see the game plan here from Cale Burge after having some success on the floor in the opening round, and it looks like Mr. Mamaril pressing the action into a grapple.
Yeah, the Rhino, but a nice knee landed there by Burge off the cage.
Hands clasped under the hips, and Cale
As
goes
the
for a
Rhino
ride.
gets the takedown.
We'll see how we go here. Now he's on top. He spent the better half of the last half of the round on bottom. Now it's his turn to do some damage.
Yeah, I'd like to see him grind out hard and make Burge work to get back to his feet. Zap a little bit of that energy out. Burge is actually coming in very good shape.
I'm liking what Michael's doing here on the floor. He's trying to keep both shoulder blades of Cale pressed against the mat. It's really hard to look for any kind of sweeps or escapes when both shoulder blades are pressed against the mat in bottom half guard.
He's staying very heavy on top here. He's got to look to do something, though. Thomas having a big look at it.
The Rhino's got all his weight over that right shoulder of Burge. Holding nice position there.
And maybe looking for a guillotine.
He's sneaking that arm around, isn't he?
Yeah, opts against it. It's pretty hard to get from this position.
I want to see him thinking about position here. Still got to keep active.
So Cale Burge now starting to dig for the underhook on the side. That he's got the half guard locked up and now coming up onto his side. So this is a better position for him to try and look for his escapes or his sweeps. But with the heavy top pressure that we're seeing from Rhino, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, I totally agree, but he's not doing too much here. He's obviously winning the round from this position, but I think Thomas is really going to ask for a little bit more action here.
Yeah, right on cue there, Wombat. It looked like Thomas did give the first warning there to Michael Mamaril to keep things moving on the floor. And now starting to advance position into a side control momentarily and back into the other side of half guard now.
Cale working hard off his back, trying to get back to his feet.
Mamaril doing a good position in top here.
Yeah, that little scramble, although it was a nice attempt to escape from Cale, probably favoured Michael because that means Thomas Churchill probably going to give him a little more leniency on the floor now.
Yeah, exactly, and Mamaril very tight there with his hips, which I like. He's controlling position. And there's only 20 seconds to go in this round, and it's been all the Rhino.
What about scoring and what about judging here, lads? You know, obviously, you know, not too much done on the ground, but he's basically dominated the whole round.
Not too much Wombat, but he has been the aggressor on top.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear Michael definitely taking that round. I guess there is maybe the possibility of someone sinking a 10A, but for me, I don't know if there's quite enough damage done.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with that, but, you know, I don't think Thomas is going to let him play like that in round 3, so he wants to get a little bit more busy, but I would suggest that's 1-1 going into third, lads.
I agree. In this light heavyweight battle, we are not done yet.
So, ladies and gentlemen, a big thank you to Living Ink Tattoo. Looking to get your first or next tattoo? Make sure you see the team at Living Ink Tattoo in Springfield, Queensland's most sought-after tattooist and major sponsors of XFC. Find them on Facebook at Living Ink Tattoo.
As we come back to round number 3.
And I must bring mention, guys, but have a look on the screen. How good does that canvas look?
Beautiful addition to the XFC promotion here, Wombat.
Oh! That was a big slip.
Oh, he's looking to work on a triangle here. He's locking it up.
He's got one leg over the shoulder. Difficult to see if he's going to have the dexterity to lock up the submission, though, and sliding out of it.
Yeah, he's very slippery at this point, trying to look to lock up that wrist, but couldn't quite do so.
Now, they're right in the middle of the cage this time, you know. Last time pressed up against the cage. with your back flat, very hard to get back to your feet. This time we're right in the center of the action here.
And if the second round's anything to go by, the Rhino will just hang pretty hard here and grind this one out. Landing shots, he's got to stay active though. It's going to be a tough job for Burge to escape from here.
He wants to get a little bit desperate here, get back up to his feet.
Yeah, so pretty unfortunate start to the round there for Cale Burge, slipping on the front kick attempt.
We've all done that before.
Unfortunately, yes.
I haven't.
So some nice cross-face pressure here from Rhino. Doing that to try and open up the half guard a little bit of Cale Burge. That cross-face can be super uncomfortable, turning the spine, and can give you a little bit looser of a grab on your opponent's half guard. As we see some big shots coming down from the Rhino.
Mamaril very strong in top position, but here's Burge. Good scramble.
He's working hard here, trying to get back up to his feet.
Yeah, Burge has to go now. He has to go now.
Yeah,
1 minute
through.
24 in this round. He has to get out now.
This is grueling, isn't it, Dan?
Yeah, beautiful attempt there at the switch out, but not quick enough.
Landing shots here, nicely placed to the air.
Yeah, some good shots landed there.
Yeah, while activity may have been a criticism in round two, Rhino coming out looking for a finish here in the third and final.
Yeah, and it looks like he slipped into full mount here, lads.
So Cale holding on to control posture, just basically to try and make sure that Rhino can't posture up and rain down some hell with those big shots.
And there's that cross-face, postures up.
And there it is.
Raining down punches. Cale turns, gives up his back, hooks are in.
He's got to get those hooks in tight.
One of them slips out, but no, gets back in there.
There he is. He's got him flattened out nicely there as well.
He's landing at will here now.
Some good shots landed here.
Oh, landing hard shots, turns over, and that's
And
it!
that's it! That's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, the Rhino living up to the nickname here. Some big shots finished on the ground there. And a TKO victory in the third and final round for Michael Mamaril.
And he moves to 2-0. He's maybe one that you might want to watch. Light heavyweight around the country. They're very sparse. You know, there's not too many of them.
That was a bit of fun. I enjoyed that one, Wombat.
Still got some more to go, baby.
Let's do it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes and 42 seconds of round number 3, declaring your winner by TKO in the blue corner, Michael Rhino Mamaril.